And this is the Viofo A329S. Now this is an advanced dashcam that supports up to 3 channels, all equipped with Sony Starvis 2 sensors for really high image quality. Additionally, it has the ability to record to an external solid-state drive, so you are no longer limited by the memory card capacity of this. You can carry an insane amount of video on that solid-state drive. Additionally, it features advanced park monitoring, Wi-Fi support, and a lot more. And on this video, I'm gonna walk you through the contents of the kit, as well as show you the features of this dashcam, and then we're gonna take a look at some driving video. That way you can determine if this is the right setup for you. And as always, I have placed a link in the description down below to this dashcam if you'd like to get one for yourself. And starting at the front, we got a 2.4-inch LCD screen. On the right hand side, we get the input for the interior camera, input for the rear camera, and they are coaxial connectors. The first time I ever seen this on a dashcam, and I'll show you what those cables look like in a little bit. Memory card bay is located right here, and it supports up to 512 gigabytes of memory. Now on the left hand side, if you needed additional space, this is again another first. This dashcam supports recording to an external SSD drive up to 4 terabytes of memory if you wanted to carry that much video with you. And the front camera is adjustable. You can see how you can adjust the view by moving this up or down, and they included a circular polarizer filter which can dramatically improve the image quality of a dashcam, and that gets installed right here. And the cabin camera features infrared night vision, allowing you to record in complete darkness. And for mounting, this can be peeled back and then this can be attached to the car. Now once it's attached, you can see that it does have quite a bit of adjustment. Technically, can actually rotate completely in this orientation, which could allow you to mount this against a vertical surface. The rear camera is meant to be installed on the inside of the vehicle. Again, this can be peeled back and then this attached to the car. The viewing angle is also adjustable, just like the cabin camera supports full turning of this mount, and again, also mount orientation in this manner can allow it to mount against a vertical surface like the rear window on a pickup truck. And here's those new coaxial cables that connect the cameras to the dash cam, and each one has been labeled. This is the one for the interior cabin camera, and this is the one for the rear camera. And for power, they have included this automotive adapter, which features 2 USB-C ports, one for the dash cam and a spare one. And here's what the power cable looks like, again USB-C. Let's go ahead and take a look at mounting. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this back, and I'm gonna center this. Here we go. And the mount does allow you to remove the dashcam from the windshield if needed.
Recording. 3 channels started.
And we're shown the front of the vehicle. We know we are recording as indicated by that red blinking dot and also the voice prompt. There's a summary for the options that are enabled on the dashcam, including date and time information. Now to switch the views, that is done with this button right here. Here is the cabin view. Now this is the rear view, and we also get a split view. Tapping this one more time is gonna take you back to the front. Now the second button right here that says microphone,
Voice recording disabled.
disables audio recording in case you wanted to have
Voice recording
a top secret conversation. Now this button right here with the exclamation mark is an important one because
video protected.
it allows you to flag and protect the section of the video that is being recorded as important. And the dashcam also supports voice commands. Let's try them out. Take photo, turn off screen, turn on screen, show front camera, show both cameras, show rear camera, lock the video, and there are more commands supported, which I'll show you in a little bit. And finally, you got this button right here. Tapping this takes a picture. Now notice that it also tells you that if you hold it down, instead of taking a picture, it is gonna take you to the menu. So let's hold this down and let's see what happens. And here is the menu. Now I'm gonna go down here because we're gonna take a look at file, and this is essentially playback mode. And here's where you can see any photos that you may have taken, and let's go ahead and select one of them, and I'm gonna blow that up in size. There it is. You can delete it or you can protect it if you wanted to flag it as important. Let's go back over here and let's take a look at video. And go inside of here and let's find the video. How about this guy right here? Hit OK and play.
Recording have 3 channels started.
Resume recording. You could also delete the video with the trash icon, or again protect it if you find that video important. But let's go back to the settings so we can take a look at the different options that are available, and let's start with video settings. For resolution, we get quite a bit of choices. Front at 4K 30 frames per second, while the cabin runs at 2K and also the rear at 2K. Or we can decrease the resolution if we wanted to fit more on the memory card. And if you disable the cabin camera and also disable HDR, now you have the option to run the front at 4K at 60 frames per second, which can help to capture fast moving objects, potentially license plates. And again, you can decrease the resolution in case you wanted to fit more on the memory card. And HDR is customizable. You can turn it on or off for each camera individually, or you can also schedule when you want that HDR to come on. And Viofo is one of those dashcams where you can customize a lot of things, such as the video bit rate, the exposure value, and again, individual control by camera. We also get a G sensor that can allow the dashcam to detect when you get into a car crash, and here you can select how sensitive you want that sensor to be to detecting a car crash. And the watermark that is shown on the video is fully customizable. You can turn any of these things on or off. That way you have full control of what is shown on the video. Moving over to the next page of settings, here's where you can enable time-lapse recording. Now, most people are not gonna use this for normal driving, but you do have the option if you wanted to do so. And the interior camera features a fisheye mode, which if you enable, is gonna give you a wider view of the cabin, and I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit later. Moving over to park mode, it does require the optional hardwire kit. However, there is a ton of customization on here. Let's start with parking mode. The first option is going to be time-lapse with night vision capabilities, or regular time-lapse, again fully customizable. You can also set the dashcam to record in low bit, basically to continue to record normal video at a lower bit rate during parking mode, or to only come on when there is an impact or motion if you enable motion detection. And impact detection sensitivity for park mode is fully customizable. Again, you get 3 settings, low, medium, or high. And same thing for motion detection for park mode. You got 3 sensitivity settings for motion detection. You could also reduce power consumption during park mode by disabling GPS. You could also disable HDR during park mode. And you also get vehicle battery protection. So here you are able to tell the dashcam to stop, to basically exit park mode after a certain period of time if you wanted to limit that. The interior camera does have customization. You can turn it on or off, or only have it on during a specific period of time. And you can also adjust the image for the interior camera and the rear camera. Either one of them could be rotated, or the image could be mirrored. Multiplex video is quite interesting. This allows you to combine the video of all 3 cameras into a single file, which can be helpful if you don't have editing software and you like combined video. And this is how multiplex video looks. If you combine 2 channels, you're gonna get 2 camera views in one single file, and the resolution of that file is 7680 by 2160, a very high amount of resolution. It is possible that some video players may have trouble playing this because it's much larger than 4K, since you're combining 2 images on there. And same thing if you do 3 cameras in one video file. Now the resolution is 3840 by 3240. Again, a very high amount of resolution, and also the size of the file is quite large. You're looking at in excess of half a gigabyte for around 1 minute of video. And this is kind of the reason I prefer single individual files with its own camera view as opposed to multiplex video. And you could also enter a custom text stamp, including your license plate number to be shown on the video. And you also are able to select which is the live view that you want to see when the dashcam first turns on. And privacy mode can be used in places that limits the amount of video that you can carry with you. If you enable this, the dashcam is only going to save the last 2 files that are being recorded, essentially the last 2 minutes of recorded video. And in the settings menu, here's where you can enable the Wi-Fi in 2.4 GHz mode or in 5 GHz mode for faster downloads. And if you have the optional Bluetooth remote, you are able to customize what it does when you tap that button. And if you run the optional solid state drive, you can manage the storage right here. And also here on video storage, right now there is no SS drive, so right now I'm recording to the memory card, but you could select an optional storage location if you add that solid state drive. The sounds are also customizable. You can turn them on or off, including the voice notifications, and you can also enable the voice control or disable the voice control. And here's the full list of voice commands that are supported. You could also enable or disable that GPS function if you don't want to have your coordinates or speed recorded, and also change the speed units. And screensaver mode allows you to control when the dashcam screen turns off and the dashcam continues to record. Unfortunately, there is no way to turn off the screensaver mode, so this means that the longest that you can keep the dashcam screen on is going to be 3 minutes, and then the dashcam is going to go into screensaver mode. You can always bring up the screen again by tapping any of the buttons, but I really wish that you could turn this function off. That way we can keep the dashcam screen on all the time. Now there's also quite a bit of languages included in this dashcam in case you wanted to change it from the default one, a total of 3 pages of languages to choose from. And this dashcam supports the Viofo app. Now using the app is totally optional. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can see that it shows you a live view coming from the vehicle. This is the front view, and you can switch the views with this icon right here. Here is the cabin view, and then here is the rear view. And then you got that split view one more time. Now you could also see it on a larger screen. I'm gonna turn the phone around like that, and then let's see what it looks like. There I am. And you can kind of get an idea of how that video looks when it's streaming to the phone. You also got this camera icon that lets you take a picture, and you can also control the recording. You can stop it with this icon, and you can also re-enable the recording with this icon. And to access the videos that are on the dashcam, you can do that with this icon right here. Now, what you'll notice is that the videos have been sorted out by camera, and you can see that you have those folders right here: front camera videos, then you got the cabin camera videos, and then you got the rear camera videos. And also within each one of the cameras, you have additional folders. You can see the videos sorted out by locked and protected video, parking events, or images, or all video with the all icon. Well, let's go ahead and play back a video. I'm gonna tap this guy right here, and I'm gonna hit play. Dashcam supports the Viofo. Video begins to play back. And I go ahead and maximize that. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can see that it shows you a live view coming from the That's pretty convenient. But also notice this icon right here. This allows you to download a copy of this video from the dashcam to your phone, and the trash icon, which allows you to delete the video. You could also do something similar in this screen. You can select multiple files to download them to your phone or to delete them. And finally, you are able to access the dashcam settings with this gear icon. And every single setting that I showed you on the dashcam is accessible via the app. This is pretty cool. I've seen some apps that do not give you access to all of the dashcam settings. If you like apps and if you like to customize your dashcam using your phone, then this is the dashcam that's gonna be right for you. Just look at this. Every single thing can be customized directly from the app. And now let's take a look at some driving video, including the audio test, to see how well this dashcam actually performs. And this is an audio test of the Viofo A329S dashcam, and I am sitting in the driver's side seat, and this is the cabin view in non-fish mode. And this is an audio test of the Viofo A329 dashcam, and I'm standing outside the driver's side door, and the cabin dashcam is not in fish mode. And this is an audio test of the Viofo A329S dashcam, and this is the cabin view in fisheye mode. And this is an audio test of the Viofo A329S dashcam, and this is the cabin view in fisheye mode. Now it is important to remember that this dashcam is using a coaxial cable for the cabin camera and the rear camera, and coaxial cables used in video is not a rare thing. However, coaxial cables are different from standard cables that have conductors internally on here that allow for quite a bit of flexibility in terms of doing this, and the conductors inside are very forgiving. You could potentially break something. You would not want to do something like this or an extreme 90-degree bend, but this type of conductors will take quite a bit of abuse, where a coaxial cable is a little bit more sensitive to that because there's just a single conductor in the center, an outer shield, and if you get too aggressive with this, if you reduce the internal radius of this, it can internally break either completely or it can break where it's close enough, so you end up with an intermittent condition. During my testing of this dashcam, I was pretty aggressive with this cable in installation, just I wanted to see how much abuse it could take, and it definitely took the abuse. However, again, just keep in mind, this is a coaxial cable that you do not want to bend 90 degrees, and you don't want to be as aggressive with this cable as you could with other cables. But besides that, the installation process is pretty much the same as any other dashcam. In fact, I have another video showing the full dashcam installation process. If you guys want to see that, I'll put a link to that in the description down below. And if you guys want to get this system, I'm also going to put a link to that in the description below. And if you guys have any other questions regarding this, please put that in the comments also. And if you found any part of this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel, and stay tuned as I have a lot more dashcam review videos coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.